Camp brings out the kid in everyone. It's a place to leave behind the routine, the inhibitions, the can't-dos of daily life. For a week, it's a fresh start, a time to reinvent yourself, to take chances, to have fun.
They're so loving, they're so accepting, and they teach you so much about how to care for others and about being resilient.
The campers at Camp Summit bring with them a special set of challenges. They are disabled, but in most ways they're just like thousands of other kids who go to camp every summer.
People just love his smile, and that's because he gives it so willingly. So he's a 20-year-old with a beard, but his favorite show right now is Thomas the Tank Engine.
Having a disabled child, you have concerns just like you do with other children, but the concerns are a different flavor. It's the difference between something that you might consider non-essential, like grades, or whether they made the cheerleading squad or the football team. With our disabled child, we worry about, is he going to be able to breathe for the next hour?
Camp Summit exists for families like the Beelers. All campers have profound disabilities that create challenges for the kids, the parents, and society. These kids want to go to camp like all kids. But how do you do that? How do you create the fun and discovery, yet keep them safe? Camp Summit has been answering those questions for 60 years.
We have a tremendous staff that has adapted to take activities that you would think a person with certain disabilities couldn't participate in, such as ropes courses and horseback riding and swimming and dancing, and they get to have the excitement of doing activities that they could never do at other locations.
It's not hard to pick Abby out of the crowd. Her fiery red hair and easy smile lights up the spring afternoon, even when mounting a horse.
I think for Abby, it helps her socially. It helps her develop communication. One of the hard things for her is to communicate verbally, and I think that helps being around other kids, being around the counselors. It's a very loving environment, and she doesn't stick out. So I think it would be really hard for her at a different camp to do the things that she is able to do here.
2 hours west of Camp Summit, the Boatwrights test their own outdoor skills at a guest ranch. This escape offers a much-needed respite from the daily responsibilities of raising 2 disabled teenagers.
This first night I'll go home and I'll just kind of take a breath, and it takes me about a half a day to realize, you know what, I can walk through my house and I don't have to have the pantry door locked. I don't have to have my bedroom door locked. I can just leave things laying out on the counter and I don't have to worry about them being ripped up. I can't even begin to describe to you how liberating it is.
Come take a trip in my
Camp Summit is about more than an escape from the reality of daily life for the campers and their families. The camp draws volunteers from colleges who give up spring breaks on the beaches to learn valuable life lessons.
To be honest, at first it was really overwhelming. I have worked with individuals with disabilities before, but it's never been with multiple disabilities. It has been very hard and at times can be frustrating, but to see everything come together and to see these individuals not only be enjoying the events they're working on or the materials they're working with, but to be able to interact with one another and with us and to see that connection and those barriers completely break down makes everything worth it.
Bringing down barriers is what Camp Summit is really about.
You just could not get that smile off of her face for months.
He loves coming and just being himself. He doesn't have all the routine and rules and things.
We tend to come home with rocks or some creature or something that brings to life part of his week.
It's more than a week of adventure for the campers or a respite for their weary caregivers.
So often, outside of these gates, all our campers are told is no. It's a yes at Camp Summit.
Come take a trip in my airship.
Camp Summit is about how we see our lives together, whether we have disabled kids or not. It's about embracing the goal that all of us should have the opportunity to become the best that we can be.
And I think Sam has just taught us that really anything is possible.
Everybody has unique gifts and abilities and talents.
When you work with the population that we serve, you may think you know what love is, but you really learn it.
You drop your guard when you're out here. It's like this big relief. You get to not have to put on a show, and you build a relationship because it doesn't matter if someone's in a chair or not, we're all people.
And for at least a week every year, the campers at Camp Summit stretch the barriers, and the world smiles.